Hey guys, it's me, Nikki Knowles, and I'm here at the Lyrical Coffee House with teasers. Get at 'em.
We got my sister, which is a comedian, none other than Nikki Knowles.
Thank you for having me.
How you doing?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Man, I'm great, man. You here? I'm here. Hey, we
Glad
about to
to
have
be
a
here.
good time.
Glad to be
Also, are you an author?
I am now authoress.
Authoress.
I'm authoress, Nikki Knowles.
Authoress Nikki Knowles. See, that we getting exclusive. I didn't even know. But I seen the books, I said, man, thanks for being here. Wanna dive into it.
Okay.
I wanna dive into it. I don't wanna prolong comedy.
It's my first love.
Comedy. What started comedy for you?
So back in it was like 15 years ago, I guess. My church was having a what do you call it? Anniversary show.
Okay.
And so they were like having a comedy night. And so I was just like, people kept saying, Nikki, you need to do comedy. You need to do comedy. But I didn't think I was funny. And so when my church was like, oh, we need somebody to do this comedy night, my friend Nicole was running the show and she asked me to do it. And I was like, girl, bye. I'm not getting in front of all these people. But I went up there, and when I went up there and I hit that stage, I was like, yes, this is what feeds my soul.
It's like a drug, right?
Isn't it though?
Man, it's
I
like
love
a drug.
it. I mean, getting out and getting to the show and all the logistics of it drives me crazy. But once you hit that stage, you're just like, this is what I'm living for. This is what I want to do. So, my kids were a lot younger, so I couldn't pursue it like I wanted to. But now that they're older, and it was during COVID that I met some guys, P.T. Bratton, Dwayne White, and Nick Baskerville. We went through a program called ASAP where they teach you the basics of comedy. It's called a comedy boot camp. And so they were my instructors, and it's been magic ever since.
Shout out to P.T. Brad. That's
I know,
a good
that's my brother.
Right there. Yeah. Man, like with comedy, you say it's like a drilling in, it's like a rush. Like, to be honest with you, every show that I go to, I never want to perform until I get on the stage.
Me too. I'm the same way.
I'm not the happy-go-lucky, like, look at me. I'm chill. I'm sitting in the back somewhere. Like, I've had people come up and be like, oh man, I didn't even know you was a comic. You don't look funny. And I was like, well, I'm not a clown.
Right, exactly.
So I don't know what funny looks like, but this gift we have, and I'm always amazed when I meet clean comics that are funny. And no, like I'm talking about like gut busting funny. You're one of those people.
Thank you.
We've done I think like 2 or 3 shows.
Yeah. About 2 or 3. Yeah.
2 or 3 shows, and I just sit like in amazement and like wow, because I mean this may sound a little sexist, but I don't really find like a lot of you in a comedy club. Most of the time, because most of the time I'm not in church doing comedy. I'm doing church comedy in the club, but I'm
Exactly.
not, I'm just sitting there and it just sounds like every female comic that comes across in certain comedy clubs have the same.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Yeah.
It is no different. So when I hear you and I hear the difference and the funny, and it's like, you don't have to cuss to, to really
Be funny.
Be funny. Because I actually started off like one of the type of cussing comedians on stage. Because I grew up watching Def Comedy Jam, so that's what I thought comedy was.
To do. I grew up listening to the same ones. I love Def Comedy Jam, but like you said, I wanted to be different. I wanted to stand out. I'm not, you grew up in church, and I just didn't want to, remember you were talking with Raheem about being a parent, and I feel like, my church is like my parent. I don't want to misrepresent God, is what I'm saying. So whenever I do, I just want to be me. Like,
Yeah.
I think we talked about this before, where you were like, don't put me in a box. Like, I'm not yes, I'm a Christian, but I'm not. I don't want to be considered, no shade to anybody else,
Christian comic.
comic. I just want to be Nikki Knowles.
Yeah, I'm a comic.
Yeah.
And my style is just
Exactly.
non-cussing.
Exactly.
But like I said with Raheem, and that's why I wanted you and him on the show at the same time, because you'll meet a lot of clean comics and it's like,
Yeah.
but to actually be clean comics that's funny, and me, I'll be honest with me, it's like, it's clean, but you like, oh.
Yeah, exactly. You can push the envelope. You can push the envelope.
Wow, he really like that type thing. But yeah, man. But when they say Christian comedy, I like to use it because no matter where I'm at, I'm not ashamed of my story, and I've understand that I wouldn't be where I was without God. So like I said, I started, the regular type comedy. No shade, because it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of y'all that's out there that's killing it. But I was just like, that ain't me. Like,
Right.
It just didn't feel right. So I got up one night. I was at this comedy club. Well, not club, but it was like a popular comedy night in DC called RFD. And all the comics from DC would go there. And I was like, I don't want to sound like them. I want to talk about something different. So I started talking about me growing up in church, and then started working out. And then one of the comics was like, well, you need to link up with Laughing Lenny. And then Laughing Lenny passed me on to this person. Then I started doing my own research. And man, I've been enjoying the journey. Coming up, we got a show coming up. I'm talking about the shows we did.
Oh yeah, we do.
We have a show coming up, which is the Fabulous
50. I will be 50.
Fabulous
50 years old. And on September, my birthday is actually September 25th, but my party is September 21st, and Jesus will be my honorary comedian guest.
We will be there, and we're doing comedy for a cause, not just because she's turning 50 though.
I mean, that is true.
But we gonna I'll make fun of her because she turned 50. But you also do some tremendous things coming up that you do with the kids, and also any adults that may be into learning how to do comedy.
Yep.
Can you tell us more of that?
Yeah, so I started a program that's called What's So Funny, and basically what I was finding out is, they're taking a lot of the arts programs out of school and stuff like that, and we don't have, the kids today don't have community centers like we had. Remember, you can go to the community center, go to get a basketball, play
Boys
basketball.
And Girls Club.
Boys and Girls Club. They don't have that anymore. I mean, they have it, but then you got to pay $300 per session, and it's just ridiculous. So I created a program to where I teach young adults and children the art of stand-up comedy, and it's going to be happening this summer. It's a 6-week program. We meet once a week, and basically we just talk about stand-up comedy, how to be a stand-up comic, the anatomy of a joke, how to put a set together, what a set is and what a set is not, the different forms of comedy like storytelling, just all the things that come with comedy, just teaching these kids, giving them something to do. Because that's what I feel like a lot of them don't have. They don't have anything to do. So I've done this program a couple of times, and you and I did a show together, and I had one of my kids come out, and he did 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah. I enjoyed him. Enjoyed him.
His name is Christian. He's very good. Christian goes to my church. He's in my, I'm in charge of the children's church at my, shout out to Victory Christian Ministries. And I love Christian because he was, he's a cut up. And sometimes when he be cutting up in church, I have to turn my head because I'd be like, this way. But his mom told me after he took the class, he would run home and write his jokes down. He wasn't getting in trouble in school as much. So, that just means they just need an outlet. Now, comedy might not be their thing or creative writing, but, open it up to something to where they be like, okay, this might not be what I want, but I know there's other things out there. So
yeah, man, like if you start them off young, actually, this is a funny story. My daughter, Madison, which is my cameraman now, camera one man. Sorry.
Say, come on now, come on.
But like she seen me doing comedy, and then she would like try her little knock jokes and stuff out. So when I had put it out there, the first Amazon special that I did, I was like, I'm going to do Amazon special. So comedians was hitting me up, hey, let me open up for you, blase, blase, blah. And I was really thinking about it, and I was like, nah, my daughter's funny then.
Yeah.
You know, like she can hold it, open up the crowd. Now the downfall to me is I've taught my daughter her worth.
Yeah.
So
Cause you're a good dad.
yeah, she didn't get paid before the show. And I don't know if she knew that it was live. You know, we were doing live taping, but obviously my daughter felt like she didn't get paid enough to tell all her jokes. She was supposed to open up with 5 minutes set. She said, yeah, he only probably paid me for about 3 minutes. But which goes for I'm not mad what she did, but it was funny. It made it funny. Like she like, I don't know who he think about to do all these jokes for this little bit of money, you know.
Listen, you created that.
Yeah, that's my lovely monster that I've created.
I'm not mad at you. Make sure you get your money. Make sure you get your money.
Yeah, do nothing for free. You know, they'll try to work that free on you.
Won't they?
Yeah. So I make her pay the Wi-Fi now. So you know, even exchange, but. I like that. When I came to the show, I really enjoyed the young man. That's the first time I heard about the program, and to hear that God has put that on your heart, and like that should be, the membership should be through the roof. Are you calling out for comics like to help you, like to come maybe talk?
Yes.
Talk maybe like to the class.
Yes, I would love for comics, real comics, not people who get on the stage and start talking, not calling out anyone, but you know, people who have been in comedy for a minute and being able to, you know, communicate to these kids that it's not easy. Comedy is not easy. Everybody thinks that you can just get on the stage and start talking, but like with everything, you have to study it. You have to make sure you learn it. There's structure to this. And so I would love for different comedians to come out and speak to the classes and let them know, you know, what it is that we do, and you know what it takes to be out here. And I feel like my program will teach like self-esteem and problem solving, and making sure, you know, you can communicate to people and be able to talk to people, stand in front of a crowd, stuff like that. Because that's something that they should be learning now as young adults or young children. When I first started this program, I did it at a school, and I did it for 3rd through 5th graders. That's that 3rd and 4th graders. I was like, okay, this is a different type of anointing for these.
Did it add a little grace strain?
Listen, you see this? You see this? Look. This, I tried to hold it back with some gel, but them gray hairs is furious. But yeah, so you know, I figure maybe I'll start with an older group, like start from 5th grade and up. But you know, even with the 4th and 3rd graders, they came back and they were like, Miss Nikki, they really loved the class. And like I said, it just opened doors for other things for them to be able to.
But even with that, you talking about getting them early. It teaches them communication skills, because public speaking is what, like the number 2 fear of highest fears. Like people cannot talk in front of a crowd, and they can take that confidence when it comes to job interviews. Because now with social media and technology, kids don't even know how to have a conversation with one. Better yet, adults. So adults, y'all need to be in the class too.
What irks me the most, what burns me up, is mumble talking. I'm like, open your mouth and communicate what you want. Because when I have a lot of kids who come to me and they'll be like, well, you know, this. And it, like you said, it's just confidence. Somebody needs to tell you. Like you said with your daughter, you told her her worth. So now I know she knows how to communicate and talk to people. And I feel like our kids don't always get that these days. I feel like we get passed along, and to give them the iPad or the tablet or whatever.
Yeah, go sit in the closet.
Right. And so with my program, when we start the program, everybody will get a you know how you write your jokes in a book? Everybody will get a joke book, but they'll also get a book that has like writing prompts that have nothing to do with comedy, just to be able to communicate. Like a writing prompt to write down your 3 favorite dreams, or just something to write down so you can learn how to write your stuff down and be able to communicate to other people what you need or what you want. So I'm excited. I just can't wait to get started.
Ooh. So y'all donate lunches?
Yes, please.
Money?
Everything. Donate.
Where can they donate, or where do they sign up for the classes?
So I'm so glad you said that. Registration for the program will start in January, but you can donate now if you go to my website, nikkiknowles.com. You can buy tickets for my party on the 21st, and there's also a GoFundMe account on my website for What's So Funny, and you can donate there. So please, everything you donated will be appreciated, because we need the help so we can have wonderful comedians like Teasers to come out and talk to these kids and let them know that there's something that they can do.
I'm bringing a belt.
Listen,
I'm bringing a belt.
let me tell you, that 3rd and 4th grade, I was like, wait, I'm gonna cut a switch.
But something you said that's important about the young man, he wasn't getting in trouble no more once you start giving him structure of how to. Cause it's good to be funny, but it is a time and a place for everything.
Exactly.
Like, so when you give a person structure, which I don't know why this is a thing in the black community, is like people look at structure as a wrong thing. So it's like either you guide them or the system gonna guide them. Like, they gonna have to have some type of guidance, and I'd rather you start with showing them how to play around. Cause you look at social media, you see everybody thinking they funny, maybe going hitting people and all.
Yeah.
That type of funny may land you somewhere else.
And I saw a video like that. There's this video where I don't know if you've seen them, where the people are going up the elevator and then you touch the people that's going down the elevator.
I'll probably jump over the elevator.
So this one boy, he was going up the elevator and he grazed this girl's arm, and her boyfriend literally yanked him across the escalator and was like about to pound him until his friends came from behind the camera like, it's a joke, it's a joke. That is not a joke.
Yeah, everybody don't look at this stuff as a joke.
No, it was not a joke, because he almost got his tail beat.
So we know the comedy side of you, we seeing the mentoring part of you. I'm excited. This is, like I said, this is exclusive. Let me know about these books.
Okay, so listen, I had a heart scare at the last week of July, to where I ended up in the hospital, where I had to get I had a 90% blockage in my artery. So I have been on bed rest for like the last month. All of August I was on bed rest. And so my pastor called me, Pastor Cynthia. Hey, Pastor Cynthia. She called me and she was checking on me, and I was just like, I'm so bored. And she was like, well, the way of the transgressor is bored. I was like, why are you coming for me? And I was like, I don't want to be
I don't like how they talk sometimes.
I know, right? I was like, I don't want to be a transgressor. And so she was like, well, do something. She was like, write a book or pray about God helping you with your jokes. And I thought that was kind of a jab, because I was like, what you trying to say about my jokes?
They ain't good enough?
Right.
Come on, Pastor.
Right.
These pastors be a little shady sometimes. I ain't saying she is, but... yeah.
But then, she was like, yeah, write a book. And I'm like, she said it like it was nothing. So I was like, well, I'm not doing anything but sitting here all day. So I just took, I just started writing. And so I made a journal. And this is my journal, and it's a,
Can you read the title of the book? I'm laughing while reading.
So my journal is called Random Thoughts and Foolishness, a humorous and imaginative journal reflecting on motherhood. And so basically, it's really just my random thoughts. And then, mom moments. It has writing prompts in there, like, what's the craziest thing you did to get out of an awkward situation? I can write pages on stuff like that. Or my random thought is I wanted to be a mom like Claire Huxtable until Vanessa went to Baltimore to have big fun. Baltimore.
You in Baltimore party.
Having big fun. So, it's you can write in it. You can write your thoughts and stuff like that. And, so you can buy it on Amazon or you can buy it at my website, again, nikkiknowles.com. And then this is the second book that I wrote. It's not really a book. Again, it's just another journal. This one is empty. And so this one is called Hello, My Name is But Mom. Because that's what I feel like my name is sometimes. Because you be talking to these kids and all they say is Mom, but Mom. And so it's called A Place for Moms, Squiggles, Doodles, and All Out Brain Dump. Just whenever you just want to write something down. Because, you know how you be in a situation and you want to say something to somebody, but you know it ain't right. So I just write it down.
Well, right,
and scratch it out.
I would do the dad version.
Or text yourself.
Yeah.
I text myself a lot. I'm like, you big hit, and then you can't, so.
If you want, we're speaking on the stuff that you've been through, like health. Is it hard for you to be vulnerable to the world, or do you find out that telling your story helps people who may be going through the same thing you going through? Like for instance with me, and having kidney issues, right? So now, like I used to have swelling in my legs. So now, second nature, I would look at people like, you might want to go to the doctor, and it's crazy because we was talking off camera that, you were saying that you had did a show and what you were going through, like, health-wise, and I laugh because I've been that same person, like, so before I started dialysis, I'll be on shows dead weak, but I'm just like, let me just pull, because I was rushing that adrenaline, which is comedy. You get what I'm saying? And I'm like, matter of fact, at the show I did, at your the last show we did, like I was just sitting in the back, like I wasn't even on dialysis yet, because I just started dialysis around April 29th, so it haven't been that long. But I was just sitting there like, let me just get through the show. But it's just like, and this may sound weird or cliche, I just felt like when I was on stage, like I was living.
That's it.
But I didn't really care for when I was off stage, so I'm already in the corner anyway, so nobody even put two and two like, oh, he's sick. But like I was going through it.
And you killed that night. I would have never known.
And so when I finally got the guts, because like I always say, I'm not like no person who want nobody feel pity, because nothing's wrong with me. You get what I'm saying? I'm just going through. I'm getting molded to be something better. You get what I'm saying? So I was like going through it. I'm like, Carlos was talking to me. Nobody knew. My wife and my daughter knows, but nobody knows. Like, so the crazy thing is, I was supposed to been going dialysis. This the ignorant part, right? But I was like, if I go on dialysis, I ain't ready to do these shows. And the crazy thing is, because I really haven't felt that I was good at a lot of things in life coming up, to be honest with you. Not that good at sports. Grew up in the church, and a lot of people play the horn. Like, I can play the horn, but I ain't that guy.
Right.
And I wanted to be that guy in something. So when I started feeling like I was that guy in something, I was like, I don't want this to be taken away.
Yeah.
So that was like,
totally get that.
That was like a mental thing. Like I was like, nah, I'm doing good. I already went through it because I felt like I was here before the pandemic hit. I started connecting with churches, because it's easy to connect with the comedy club, but I don't really, still to this day, I don't know the whole connection of how to connect with a church to bring my comedy in, because a lot of churches
maybe we should work
uptight.
together. Uptight.
Yeah, but I'm trying to break that down. But they had fun people. Right. God wants us to have fun. But I felt like I was here when COVID hit. I said, this is the end of the world for me, because I couldn't do, So I'm on. We did the Zoom shows, but I was like, man, God.
Zoom is different. Zoom is hard.
Yeah, I'm like, God, why did you bring me here? to say nana and a boo boo, but you know, we go through those things, and like, so is it easy for you to talk about the stuff you've been through, or you still kind of struggle with, you know? Or
I mean, once I saw what I went through, once I saw your video about you talking about what you went through, and then I saw how other people were saying, you know, thanks for communicating that, and thanks for letting us know what you're going through, and not saying, oh, like you said, for a pity party, but just to be aware of these are the symptoms that you need to look for. And so that's why I didn't make a video like you did, because listen, sometimes I just can't get all of this together to be on a video.
put that bonnet on.
That's what I started doing. But I wrote a post telling them what I went through, because I was the same way. I did the improv that week, and I was literally on stage, and I was in my mind, I was like, can they see me shaking? Like, can they?
Yeah, because you know you're doing it.
Right, because I couldn't see what was in front of me. I mean, of course it's dark and everything, but beyond that, I was just like, oh my God. And then I had another show the next night with my friend P.T. Bratton, and I was a judge at his comedy show, and literally sitting there, I really thought all I had was indigestion.
Okay.
And so in my mind, I was like, girl, you gotta lose this weight. You gotta stop eating all this chewing you doing. You gotta stop chewing. You know what I'm saying? And so that Sunday, and I was just like, wait, this is a little bit more than indigestion, because it started getting tight. And so that's when I went to the emergency room, and I put it on Facebook and Instagram to let people know, listen, look out for these symptoms, because when I went to the hotel, when I went to the hospital, they were going to send me home.
We went to Howard.
No, I went to Charles Regional in La Plata.
Yeah, when I got diabetes, Howard said be whole.
Listen, I was just like, they're not gonna. You have to be an advocate for your own health, and that's what I wanted. That's why when I saw your post and I made my post, I was like, listen, these are the symptoms that I had. You have to be an advocate for yourself when it comes out here, because all they're going to send me home, and I had a 90% blockage in my artery. I would have died listening to them. But God. So I posted that, and so many people hit me up in my DM and was like, listen, I have these same symptoms. Look, it could be nothing, or it could be everything. Go get it checked out. Don't play around with your health. So, and that's what I thought. I thought they were going to give me some like antacid, or, you know, something to send me home, like go to the bathroom. But it was something more serious than I didn't even think that it would be that way. But listen to your body. Your body will tell you if you have these crazy symptoms or something ain't right. Go to the hospital.
I'm so go to the doctor now. If I blink the wrong way, I'm going to the doctor. So let that be. We gonna end with that. Go to the doctor.
Go now.
Yeah, I hope you got some inspiration from looking at Lyrical Coffee House, but hopefully you got some information as well. Go to the doctor, get yourself checked out. Nothing wrong. Get you some Medicaid, some Medicare. Get you something. Like, because health is wealth. And I'll just end with that. Want to thank you for my guest that I had today, Raheem. He scooted up out of here. And also Nikki. We got that show coming up on September the 21st. Let them know where they can go get their tickets one last time before we go.
NikkiKnowles.com or on Eventbrite. Go to NikkiKnowles.com. It's easier because Eventbrite be playing in your face.
Yeah, go to NikkiKnowles.com. See us there. We're going to show you the clean comedy fun. And we're doing it for a cause. Thanks for tuning in to Lyrical Coffee House. I've been Thomas Terrell. God bless y'all. Good day, good night, good morning, whatever time it is you live.